When I bought my lakeside property, I knew it came with its challenges, but I never imagined the local HOA would be one of them. I had a small dock on the edge of my land where I kept my boat tied up. It wasn't flashy, just a sturdy fishing boat I used for relaxing weekends on the water. One morning, I found a notice taped to my front gate from the HOA, demanding that I remove the unauthorized boat from their community property. The letter was dripping with threats of fines and legal action, as if I were some sort of squatter. At first, I chuckled, thinking it was a mistake. After all, the lake wasn't their property, it was mine. Years ago, I had purchased not only the land around it, but also the deed to the entire lake, which was privately owned. The HOA apparently hadn't done their homework. A few days later, an HOA board member, Karen, of course, showed up at my door, clipboard in hand. She pointed at my boat and gave me a rehearsed speech about community standards and how the boat was an eyesore. I calmly asked her if she was aware of who owned the lake. She scoffed and said the lake was for residents and HOA guests only. That's when I decided I'd had enough. I went inside, pulled out the original property documents, and handed her a copy showing that the entire body of water legally belonged to me. Her smug smile evaporated, but the drama didn't end there. The HOA had been renting out fishing rights to their members, running a little exclusive fishing club without my knowledge. They charged residents yearly fees to use what they believed was community property. When I confronted them at their next board meeting, the room went silent as I laid the paperwork on the table. I explained quite clearly that not only was the lake mine, but their fishing club was trespassing on private property. Unless they wanted a lawsuit, they would cease operations immediately. The outrage was instant. They accused me of being selfish, of robbing the community of their lake. But the truth was, I wasn't stopping anyone from fishing. I just wasn't going to let the HOA profit off my land. Within a week, I shut down their fishing club entirely and posted new signs. Private lake, permission required. Neighbors began approaching me directly, asking for access, and I happily granted it for free, so long as the HOA wasn't involved. In the end, the HOA lost one of its biggest sources of income, and the so-called leaders who had bullied me ended up resigning in disgrace. My boat remained tied to the dock untouched. And every time I cast a line into my own lake, I smiled, knowing I had outsmarted them at their own game.